ELA Core exposes state-of-the-art observability that helps you monitor your private 5G network, identify trends, and troubleshoot issues. Hi, my name is Guillaume and I run ELA Networks. In this video, we will go through the different observability signals and I'll show you how you can use those to build powerful dashboards. Let's get started. Let's start by looking at the 4 different observability signals that ELA Core exposes. Those are metrics, logs, traces, and profiles. Metrics and logs are for everybody running a private 5G network. Traces and profiles are more niche and typically geared toward developers, but I'll present them anyway because I think they're very interesting. Let's start with metrics. ELA Core exposes metrics in a Prometheus format. Prometheus is the most well-known metrics format, and this is what ELA Core uses. Those include gauges, counters, and histograms that are a point-in-time measurement of how ELA Core behaves. Now, you can use tools like Prometheus to scrape those on a regular basis and store them in a time series database. It is metrics that we'll use to build powerful dashboards, and I'll show you that a bit later. Now, logs. ELA Core exposes logs in a JSON structure that allows tools like Loki and similar tools to easily parse and filter through logs. Traces. Like I said, traces are mostly for developers, but they're super interesting. If a subscriber takes a bit too long to register, for example, it is via tracing that we'll be able to understand exactly why, what happened. For example, if registration takes 5 milliseconds, well, with tracing, you can understand exactly that, well, 4 out of those 5 milliseconds are taken by the database query. And that points us towards, well, maybe there's a performance issue with the database. That's critical. Now, profiles. So profiles are a statistical measurement of how much CPU and memory is used in your system over time. It is pretty important, for example, if you see that memory usage is increasing over time in your ELA Core deployment. With profiling, we can understand exactly what part of the code is causing that. All right, so if you want a complete observability stack with ELA Core, you can use tools like Prometheus, Loki, Jaeger, and Pyroscope to measure metrics, logs, traces, and profiles, and a tool like Grafana to expose them via a dashboard. Now, most of you will only care about metrics and logs. So for a minimal production deployment, we would recommend to have something like Prometheus and Loki and Grafana for dashboards. All right, now let's look at our documentation and see exactly the different signals that are exposed. Okay, we are at docs.elanetworks.com. Now I'll click on reference and observability. Here you can view the list of exactly which metrics are exposed in your ELA Core deployment and their type. You can view exactly what is logged and how. You can view the different types of events that are traced, how to capture profiles. And finally, there's also blocks about alert rules and dashboards. Those two are built from metrics mostly. So for alert rules, you may want to be alerted, for example, if there is no radio that is connected anymore. With Prometheus and different types of alerting, you can receive a text message whenever an alert happens, or you can receive a Slack message too, if that's what your team uses. That's pretty critical. We give a couple of examples of alert rules that you can build, but that's typically pretty business specific. So we recommend that you build your own alert rules based on your business needs. Finally, let's look at dashboard. We pre-built for you 2 different dashboards. One is called Network Health. Network Health is the dashboard that you will likely care about the most. It is built only for metrics, so it is pretty easy to use. The second dashboard is called Deep Dive, and that one is mostly for developers. Like myself, I use it regularly, and this includes signals from tracing and profiling as well. Those dashboards are published on grafana.com. Here, for example, you can click on those links and you'll get a bit more information and screenshots about those dashboards. And instead of manually creating the dashboard yourself, all you can do is copy the ID to your clipboard. That makes it pretty easy to build a dashboard. And let's do that. Now here I have a an Elacore deployment running. Like I said, we expose metrics in a Prometheus format. Those metrics are exposed at API v1 metrics. And here you can view the whole list of metrics that is exposed in your Elacore deployment. Like I said, those are point in time. If you want to store those over time, you'll need a tool like Prometheus that has a time series database. Now let's look at our dashboards. I already loaded the network health and deep dive dashboards. Let's click on network health. This is what we'll look at today. So this dashboard is structured from the highest level information to the lowest level details. At the top, we have high level information, and as we scroll down, it's more and more details. And it's meant to help you whenever you have an issue. You start with what is wrong at the symptom level to understand the root cause in the end, right? Here at a glance, I can see that I have one connected radio, one session, 0 throughput. Then if I scroll down a bit, I can see control plane information, how many subscribers that are registered, registration attempts. Then we go a bit deeper into user plane information, throughput, then a bit deeper, API information, was there any authentication error, and finally system level information, like how much memory is used, how much database space is taken. All right. Okay. Like I said, Elacore follows state-of-the-art observability. That information is critical to help you monitor your private 5G network on a day-to-day basis. Thank you very much for watching.